Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into the procrastination paradox, the science and the solutions. We're looking at this fascinating and, let's be real, incredibly frustrating phenomenon. It's something that causes us endless guilt, yet it's totally misunderstood by almost everyone who suffers from it. For most of our lives, we're basically told that putting things off is just a matter of poor time management, or maybe a lack of discipline. But as we're going to uncover today, the reality is actually a whole lot more complex, and it's deeply rooted in our biology.
So, why do we keep delaying important work? Picture this, because I know we've all been here. You're sitting at your desk, your books are wide open, your notes are stacked up neatly, your laptop is fully charged, and you have every intention of just diving right in. Yet somehow, almost like you're possessed, you find yourself 30 minutes deep scrolling through social media. You know exactly what you need to do, right? You can literally feel that deadline creeping up. But there's this invisible, almost physical wall keeping you from typing that first word or reading that first page. Why on earth do we actively delay the work that actually matters, even when we absolutely know it's going to hurt us in the long run?
Well, what's happening here is a literal battle inside your brain. On one side, you've got your long-term responsibilities, the heavy assignments, the exam notes, the big career milestones. And on the other side, the instant, effortless dopamine hit of reels and memes. We know we should focus on the hard stuff, but let's be honest, these platforms are engineered by some of the smartest minds on the planet just to hijack your attention. They offer this immediate, colorful escape from the stress of being productive. Whenever your brain faces a complex, demanding task, it naturally looks for an out. And that glowing little rectangle in your pocket, it's basically the perfect frictionless escape route. And this creates a really deceptive, really dangerous loop. We start bargaining with ourselves, don't we? We say things like, okay, I'll just check my phone for 5 minutes to clear my head. Or, well, it's already 4 p.m., I'm definitely, absolutely going to start fresh tomorrow morning. But time just keeps moving. Day turns into night, tomorrow simply becomes tomorrow again, and we just stay completely frozen in this state of distraction. That massive mountain of vital work just sits there gathering dust. And as the window of time we have to complete it shrinks, ironically, our stress skyrockets, which just makes us want to escape even more. Section 1. An ancient human struggle. Because you see, this isn't just some modern issue. It is so tempting to just blame our smartphones and high-speed internet for our lack of focus, but this exact behavioral loop stretches back thousands of years. We're talking ancient Egyptian scrolls documenting people getting frustrated over delaying their farming and admin tasks. Greek philosophers like Socrates and Aristotle debated this extensively. They even coined a specific word for it, akrasia, which basically means acting against your own better judgment. We even see it cautioned against in the profound poetry of Kabir Das centuries ago. So procrastination isn't some digital age glitch. It is a deeply human condition that our ancestors were fighting way before screens were ever invented. Moving on to Section 2, the heavy cost of delay. Because when we constantly wait for a deadline to force our hand, we really start destroying our lifelong goals. Unchecked procrastination doesn't just push back our daily chores, it silently kills our biggest, most important dreams. Think about pursuits like filmmaking or launching a new business, getting into peak fitness, or completely pivoting your career. What do all of those ambitions have in common? There's no boss or teacher handing you a hard deadline. There's no Friday at 5 p.m. cutoff. Without that immediate external pressure, it's incredibly easy to just delay them indefinitely, waiting for this perfect time that honestly never arrives. The tragic result is waking up years later with profound regret over all the incredible things we simply never started. And make no mistake, the psychological toll of this delay is absolutely crushing. See, when we procrastinate, we aren't actually relaxing. We aren't enjoying our time off or recharging our batteries. Instead, we are totally trapped in an agonizing state of overthinking. Avoiding the work actively breeds mounting stress, it spikes our anxiety, and it creates this heavy, toxic guilt that literally follows us right onto the couch. It ruins the very rest we were trying to take, leaving us perpetually exhausted and just feeling terrible about the potential we're wasting. Section 3. The science of procrastination. Let's look at why we self-sabotage. So, neuroscientists and psychologists have discovered something amazing. Procrastination has absolutely nothing to do with laziness, not at all. Instead, it's driven by 3 potent internal forces. First up is low motivation, specifically toward tasks that feel boring, unstructured, or meaningless to our immediate survival. Second is a paralyzing fear of failure. Our brains are incredibly protective. Sometimes they'd rather avoid a project entirely than face the perceived emotional threat of doing it imperfectly and getting criticized. And the third piece, the massive, overwhelming frustration of delayed rewards. Now, that third piece, delayed rewards, is the real evolutionary trap here. A delayed reward basically means the benefit of your hard work won't be felt instantly, and that makes immediate distractions impossibly tempting to a tired brain. This is exactly why studying for a degree that pays off years from now feels like climbing Mount Everest, while watching a quick comedy sketch delivers a guaranteed instant hit of joy right this very second. You see, our brains evolved in a hunter-gatherer environment where immediate survival was literally the only thing that mattered. We are hardwired for instant gratification, not abstract future goals like a retirement fund or a college diploma. Which brings us to Section 4, breaking the cycle today. Here is how to start taking action right now. The great news is, understanding these scientific triggers gives us the exact blueprint we need to rewire our behavior. Step 1, find the real reason. Grab a pen and be brutally honest with yourself. Are you delaying because you're secretly scared of failing, or is it because the reward is just way too far away to feel real? Step 2, create small goals. Shrink that massive, terrifying project down. If writing a 10-page paper triggers your brain's threat response, make your goal just open a blank document and write one single sentence. Make it so tiny your brain can't even resist it. And step 3, take action today. Stop waiting for the perfect mood or some magical wave of motivation to just wash over you. Motivation actually follows action, not the other way around. You have to manufacture your own momentum just by starting. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final thought to chew on. We know that tomorrow inevitably just becomes tomorrow again, right? We know the trap. So what is genuinely stopping you from taking just one tiny first step right now? Don't let another day slip by into the ether. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I highly encourage you to identify your small step and take action on it the very second this explainer ends. You've got this.